Hey, welcome to my mobility flow routine. This is what I do every morning, pretty much right out of bed with my coffee and my dogs. So I wanted to take you through it. There's no wrong way to do this. This is just kind of how my flow has progressed. And I just sort of listen to my body and I kind of hone in on the moves that I really like, that really feel good to me, and also are kind of speaking to the parts of my body that need more attention or just more focus. So that's kind of how this is shifted around through time too, but I thought I'd share it and try it out for yourself. I am going to kick this off with a seated straddle position, and I'm sweeping from side to side, and I'm touching my toes, and I do about 2 to 5 repetitions depending on how my body's feeling and the time that I have. Next, I'm going to pull my knee to my body and do a little bit of a rotation, hip rotation in and out to the ground. And then I am going to leg lift to the center of my body, in and out. I do about 10 pulses in and out, and then I hold for about 10 seconds after that. Next, I'm going to get into a deep squat. So I try to keep my feet flat on the ground and push my knees out wide. I want to really just sit in this squat. This is a great move to do as much as you want. To do it throughout the day. So now I'm squatting, and then I'm going to a hamstring stretch to a stand. And I like to move through these, little motions through these moves. Next, I'm doing a down dog, pedaling my feet, and then doing a bit of a hip twist to an up dog. And then I'm turning and looking behind me to get a bit of a stretch in my upper back. And then I'm going to repeat this whole sequence again. So deep squat, moving around, keeping my ankles and my feet flat to the ground, and then moving into a hamstring straight leg stretch to a down dog, pedaling my feet, getting my calves and my ankles moving, and then a hip twist, opening that hip, squeezing my glute to an up dog, rotation to the back. Then I'm going to a cat-cow, so pushing and pushing my back up to the sky and then arching my back to my stomach to the floor. Do about 3 to 5 reps. Now I'm doing some scapula pushes, so pushing my back to the sky, kind of pushing out with my arms, and then doing a bit of a push-up. And then scorpion twists with a upper body chest opener. So this feels really good. Stretch in the chest and the arms. And then I'm just leaving both arms on the ground and continuing to do the scorpion stretch. I'm trying to get my foot to my arm, but again, there's no wrong way. There's no wrong range of motion. It's just where you're at. Next, I'm doing a runner's stretch. So my feet are between my arms, and I am doing a bit of a pigeon pulse. So I'm not really staying put in the pigeon, I'm just moving. Now I'm doing a upper body rotation in the runner's stretch. I do about 3 of these. And then I'm going to go down on my knee and do a hamstring stretch to a side stretch. Stretch to a stretch, hamstring, upper body stretch. Really good on that side body. Hamstring stretch to an ankle stretch. So now I'm pushing a little more forward. Get into that ankle just a little bit more. And then I'm going to lift my back leg up, kind of as a hamstring pull. So just kind of active, dynamic stretching, activating those muscle areas. So now I'm back to the runner stretch, and I'm doing a pigeon. Do about 3 to 5 reps of a pigeon stretch, but not really staying for very long. Until that last move I can stay for a little longer, but I'm really just trying to move in and out of these moves. Next I'm doing a torso twist in my runner stretch. Then my back knee is going to come down, and I'm doing hamstring stretch to upper body side stretch. Do about 3 of those at the top. And now I'm going to progress into an ankle forward stretch motion. And then pulling my calf to my butt a few times to get that some more movement in that hamstring. Next, I'm going to do a deep-seated side squat. So from side to side, I want to squat down as deep as I can. I can use my hands to help me. And I want my foot to be flat, the one that's squatted to be flat. After about 3 of those, I'm going into a figure 4. So it's pigeon-like in the front, and then my back leg's bent. So I stretch forward, and then I lift up to a kind of kneeling position, and then I am doing these different progressions where I'm lifting up my front leg, and then I'm either lifting up or twisting my back leg to get a bit of activation in that hip. And now I'm going to rotate to the other side and doing a few of those motions to then land into this figure 4 on the other side. So lift the front leg, lift the back leg all the way forward, do a couple leg lifts, and then I'm going to stretch that glute, a couple leg lifts. I'm going to put my leg into a glute stretch and upper body torso twist. Put the leg back into the figure 4, lift the front, do a bit of some glute twists, glute activation, and now I'm going to do some twisting figure 4, landing back in the figure 4 on the other side. So stretch, lift the front leg, lift the back all the way front, do some leg lifts, glute stretch and twist the upper body, leg lifts, and put the foot back into the figure 4, front lift, glute squeezes, glute rotation, and then I'm going to figure 4 twist 3 times and land back on the other side. And I'm stretching forward. I'm then squeezing my glute to come up onto my knee, lifting up my front leg and lifting up my back, stretching it up to the front, and then doing some leg lifts, glute stretch, more leg lifts, put the leg back, kind of do that same rotational move in the back glute. Now I'm going to straighten one side and do some rocks. So I'm just rocking front to back 3 times, and then I'm just going to straighten my arms and stretch from side to side, and then I'm going to do it on the other leg. So one leg straight, one leg bent, and I'm just rocking back and forth. And then I take a minute and do some stretching on my upper body. Now I'm going to be in a frog position, so that's when both your knees are bent, and I'm rocking in that same fashion for a few reps. Now I'm going to be on a side plank, and I am leg lifting, about 5 leg lifts. It's a good glute activation. Then I'm going to put my top leg down, and I'm going to do some leg movements to get that inner thigh activated as well. So leg lifts in a side plank, 3 to 5. And then I'm going to place that top leg down, and I'm going to move my leg underneath to activate the inner thigh on the top leg. Now I'm going to come up onto my hands, and I want to do a back plank, and I'm going to lift my knees to my chest 3 times, and then I'm going to pulse my glute down to the ground about 3 times. Leg lift, leg lift, leg lift, and then I'm pulsing that glute to the ground. And then I am pretty much done. I'm going to do a forward fold. This is sort of my finisher move. I stay here as long as I want. I can pull one leg closer to my body and really focus on one leg at a time, which is what I'm doing here at the end. So try it out, see what you think.